If you were given $1 million, but only one day to live, would it really matter? Time is of the highest currency. We all have it, but it's the one thing we can't buy back. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at today why time is more valuable than money, and also how to make the most of time and how to invest your time wisely. By the time you get to the end of this video, I really want you to reflect on how you spend your time and write it down. Journal, write down the good, the bad points, and things that you can change in your life. If you don't use your time wisely, and if you don't value your time, no one else will. So let's start. Let's firstly take a look at the illusion of money over time. In our society, we do value money over time. We value what car a person has, what job we have, what house we have, what suburb we live in. Do we live in the most expensive suburb? It's all about our money that we have, and money for us in this society is status. But how can we make it that our time is more valuable? People chase after money and all the material things, but if you don't have the time to enjoy it, to enjoy the beautiful things that you have, everything that you've worked for, well, is it really worth it? What have you achieved? Imagine having all the money in the world, millions and millions of dollars, but no time to spend it. Then we start evaluating which one is more valuable, don't we? Because if we're striving, working so hard to have that status, have that money, have that house, have all investments, have everything, and we don't spend that time in enjoying it, is it really worth it? I say not. You know, we can have all these things, but we really need to look at how we enjoy our life. And our time is what helps us to enjoy life. And you have no time to go to that nice restaurant and sit down with your friends to enjoy it. You're working really, really long hours, but you can't even go on that holiday because you don't have time to go. Or you go on the holiday and what do? You pull out your computer, your laptop, and you just spend your whole time working. Now, many of us do that. I know I have been caught on my laptop on holidays, just on the beach, working hard to try and keep my business going so I could be successful. But now I really evaluate that work-life balance. It's so important that if we say we're going to go on holidays, to really value that. To value that moment that we're going to spend, that time that we're making and putting aside to go on holidays. Yes, money is very important, but if you've got lots of it and you haven't got that balance of life, what's the difference? Are we really achieving anything? Let's take a look at why time is the currency. Once you have spent the time doing something, you can never get it back. Every choice, every decision we make is a transaction of time. We know that if we go on that holiday, as I was mentioning, or if we stay home, well, if we go on that holiday, that's our transaction of time. We're spending that time on holidays. If we decide not to go on holidays and work, well, that's what we're doing. That's the timeline we've chosen. We've chosen to go on that timeline, not on the holiday. We've gone now at home working. Well, we're never going to get that back. That's not going to come back to us because we've made the decision and it's split. The times have split. So it's really important to make the decision or use your time wisely. because that's what you're truly spending, is your time. We trade our time for work, our relationships, and experiences. Every decision we make an investment in time. And that's how I was saying those timelines. Going up, going down. What is your decision? What have you decided? How are you spending your currency? Now let's have a look at how to spend our time. How can we spend our time more wisely? We have to live our lives with intention. We need to align with our purpose in life. When we have our purpose and we use our time wisely for our purpose, well then everything just flows. And also you feel satisfied that you are spending your time wisely. That is the most valuable thing you can do. Even decluttering your life. Declutter physically, mentally, spiritually, because clutter holds us down. And I know it does as well, because I have to declutter rooms as well, and I've been doing it when kids move in and out. You declutter before they arrive, you declutter after they leave, and it's a different feeling each time. Now let's look at some practical tips on how we can live our life intentionally, how we can use our time wisely. So let's take a look. Number 1, reduce your amount of time on social media and unimportant tasks. Sometimes we do things that you think, why did I bother doing that? And we look at our watch, oh my gosh, half an hour has gone by, and you know you've got something else that you could do that you would rather to do, but you haven't because you're on your social media. You might be just doing something that is not important. So really evaluate the time. 2, focus on activities that will help you towards self-actualization. So that could be meditation, could even be walking, could be exercising, could even be cooking, gardening, anything that helps you go in the zone. And you look at the time and you think, oh my gosh, I did spend half an hour doing that. You spent that half an hour doing something that is of value to you. It helps you lead your best life. So even journaling, getting your thoughts out on paper is so powerful, because it helps you to declutter that mind, and that is spending your time valuably. And thirdly, which I mentioned before, is decluttering. You know, go around, declutter that drawer, that room, anything that needs to be decluttered so you feel better, because when there is clutter, it does hold us down. We all feel it. We think we don't, but we do. I do have a video on decluttering. It's really important that we do that so we can lead the best life possible, because once you've decluttered, you've got more time. You're not thinking about those things anymore, that you still have to do that job. You can actually spend your time doing journaling, meditating, do something you really enjoy. Anything you enjoy is so worth it. Now let's take a look of time versus productivity. The myth of constant productivity. It's not about how much you do or how much time that you spend doing. It's how much purpose there is in that time. You may not realize it, but self-care and rest are really important uses of your time. It's so valuable that we do rest and rejuvenate, because it helps us take on the important things in our lives. When we don't rest and rejuvenate, we do not have the energy to be able to do what we really want to do in our lives and enjoy it. Get that massage, get that facial, just have a rest on the beach, go in the water. Do something that you enjoy, brings you joy, but it really relaxes you. It makes you rest. We do need that balance between work-life balance. As I mentioned before, we do need to do that. And by relaxing, it really helps you lead the best life possible. It gives you that purpose in life because you feel good. As I've mentioned in other videos, it's recharging that battery. Time is your most valuable asset. So spend it wisely. Look after your time. Make every moment of your life count. Don't let time slip away chasing things that don't matter. One thing you can do after now watching this video is really reflect on how you spend your time and make changes intentionally. Write it down, journal it down, the good and bad points. It's so important for you to live the best life that you can and value your time, because if you don't value your time, no one else is going to value your time. It's your time, your asset, and you are valuable. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.